Hello and welcome. It's time for Modern Cube. We just finished Core Set Cube. Was a very fun time. This format looks a bit more powerful though. We got stuff like Craterhoof Behemoth, Carnage Tyrant, Avacyn, Compulsive Research. They really revamped this cube, and I think it looks a lot more fun. Although the card change list is very confusing. I guess I'll show that later. But they like deleted cards and then re-added them, so it's really hard to look at. Anyway, from this pack. So here's the problem with taking Craterhoof or Carnage Tyrant is, if we take one, someone else is going to take the other one just to our left. So I don't think I actually want to take green. We could start off with Wooded Foothills. Compulsive Research, for the same reason, is kind of the only playable blue card here. Ooh, Hero of Oxid Ridge. I like this card a lot. I know it's not as good as like Hellrider or anything, but it's really fun. We could take a Signet. Honestly, I kind of want to start out with a Compulsive Research. Golgari Signet seems like the worst of the Signets. If there weren't so many good green cards there, I probably would have taken something else. Ooh. Okay. Well, now they don't even get All Is Dust art to load. They really need to fix that. Okay, so if we had taken a green card, we would probably be taking Hornet Queen. But then we would have taken like an 8-drop and then an 8-drop or a 7-drop. I'm not super into that. We can take Muldrifter. I don't know how much recursion there is in this format for something like Time Warp. It is a really good card though if you have a lot of Planeswalkers. And there are Signets. So playing mono blue is much more viable. Oh, but Muldrifter though. This is actually really tough. So I think I'm going to take Time Warp. There are more effects that draw cards. I mean, we already have one of them. But there are very few effects, if not only one effect, that actually make you take an extra turn. So because this is more rare, I think I'm going to take Time Warp. There's also a consideration for All Is Dust, but it's a bit too expensive, I think. Well, there's Tooth and Nail, so that's a little sketchy. Johnny Mentor of Heroes, distribute 3 +1/+1 counters. So he's good if you're playing like all Planeswalkers. There's a Dragonlord Ojutai, Sarkon the Dragon Speaker, Sky Sovereign. So this can hit Planeswalkers. That's really, really powerful. We could also take Damnation. This format does seem very creature and Planeswalker centric, so being able to kill at least the creatures side of things seems pretty worthwhile. Kind of want to take this though. The problem is it's crew 3, which is difficult to accomplish. But it does seem somewhat unbeatable. And it's colorless, so it's going to go in any deck. I'm going to take Sky Sovereign. Okay. Is It Signet seems really good. Pestermite, Duplicant is nice. Obnixilis is good. But you just got to take the Signet here. Okay. Oh, they added the swords? No, don't do that. Ugh. Okay. So this Nissa gets back permanence. That one's really good. There's Felidar Guardian. Let's see. So that's good with Sky Sovereign. It's good with Planeswalkers. It's good with Saheeli Rai. Okay, that's interesting. Bloodbraid Elf is also probably too mana prohibitive for us. I mean, Sword of Fire and Ice is the best of the swords, I think. And we do have Time Warp and Sky Sovereign, so we could take the sword, and as much as I hate to say it, go into some kind of creature-based deck. Or we can take something like Felidar Guardian or Pyroclasm. Taking Pyroclasm. Creatures are bad. There's a Blood Crypt. There's a Banefire. I don't know how good Manic Vandal is. I guess they did add the Signets, so this does make him a little bit better. Outpost Siege is like a really bad Experimental Frenzy, but it still could be good. I think I'm gonna take a Blood Crypt. If we get some like fetchable lands, this can help fix our mana. Okay, what is open here? Because right around now is when we should start being able to tell what cards are undrafted. We have his mastery, so zombies. It looks like green-black is relatively open. Shriekmaw is good. I'm gonna take Overgrown Tomb. I think that sets us up better I mean, Shriekmaw is actually, let's see. Actually, Shriekmaw is pretty nice, isn't it? It crews Sky Sovereign, and it kills creatures. It does cost 5. Is that better than an Overgrown Tomb, though? Honestly, I think I'm just going to take the fixing first. Okay, well this is nice. My favorite card in the cube, Wildfire. I do like Threads of Disloyalty. This will stop us from dying early. Not a big fan of Icefall Regent. I would like to play Wildfire, but we're going to take Threads, I think. It seems like blue is open if this is coming around. Okay, wow, Wooded Foothills came around? That's amazing. Graveborn Muse, Hero of Oxid Ridge, Tidehollow Scholar. So not a whole lot, but red might also be open. But Wooded Foothills gets any of our fetches, so we're definitely taking that. Wow, Collected Company? So the Chain Whirler wheeled, and Hero of Oxid Ridge came around before that. I don't think this is ever going to be a Collected Company deck. Chain Whirler just seems really, really hard to cast. Flicker Wisp. Let's see, how good... We could, I guess, go blue-red, right? Scrapheap Scrounger. I'm going to take Scrounger. Okay, because I think this is actually better in a red deck than Chain Whirler would be. Perforos or Sarkin. I kind of like Sarkin. This deck doesn't look like it's going to have too many token producers, but Perforos is a very powerful card as well. Sarkin just gives us outs to be kind of like more of a controlling blue-red deck. Fight with Fire is pretty good. Okay, so blue-red seems pretty open here. Tempest Djinn, maybe we'll play Manic Vandal. Alright, so we kind of found our lane a little bit. We're going to be... I mean, Tempest Djinn wheeling means nobody's heavy blue. I don't know how I don't know how helpful these dual lands are going to be, except maybe for Scrapheap Scroungering. Okay. Ooh, Coalition Relic. That is an excellent card. There's also Bribery. Dream Eater, I don't actually like that much. It's probably better in Cube than it is in Standard. But it's kind of whatever. Sphinx's Revelation, City of Brass, but we gotta take Coalition Relic. This card's so good. Especially with how many 5-drops we have. Prophet of Krufix. The best card in the cube. You can cast creature spells with Flash. Can we splash this? We have Wooded Foothills, Overgrown Tomb, Blood Crypt. I think I want to take this. Is that better than Spirebluff Canal? I love this card so much. The problem is we don't have that many instants, right? We're playing kind of tap out control. Right now we have 3 creatures. Does it wheel though? Because we could just take Spirebluff Canal and stay to course. Or even Search for Skanta. I'm not a super big fan of this in draft. I really want this card. But I think it's just my bias telling me it's good. Because in our deck, we're not playing that many creatures, and if we're base blue-red, most of our stuff is just going to be spells. Yeah, I think I just take Spirebluff Canal, as sad as it is. Maybe hope to wheel Chandra Flamecaller. Ooh. Experimental Frenzy. That's a card. There's also Nicobolus God Pharaoh. Maybe he will wheel. This is getting interesting. This card seems really, really good. If we can get a lot of cheap stuff. The problem is this card's really bad if we have like counter spells in our deck. Maybe we'll try and wheel that and take a Condescend here. Yeah, I think I like taking Condescend. We need early interaction, and this is both early interaction and somewhat card advantage. Scry 2 is similar to drawing a card. And maybe we can wheel an Arid Mesa or a Mana Confluence. Yeah, I think I like that. Ooh, Inferno Titan, Electrolyze, and then a bunch of nonsense. This is kind of tough. I do like Electrolyze a lot. It is kind of likely to wheel. And Inferno Titan is just a really powerful finisher. But Electrolyze draws us a card. We do have so many 3-drops. I'm gonna take, I think this is one of the best 6-drops we can get. I don't think I need another Temporal Mastery. Right, I already have Time Warp. Brainstorm's not Modern Legal. Vizier of Many Faces is actually pretty good in Q. We could also take a Hostage Taker. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Probably not playing... actually... No, because we can already fetch black with Wooded Foothills. So off the single Bloodcrept Coalition Relic, I think it is probably worth playing Hostage Taker over Vizier. Now let's play Vizier. I just don't want to make our mana too bad, you know? Garruk Relentless is not that good. Direfleet Daredevil could be good. Seagate Oracle is cool. Eldest Reborn. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and then you reanimate. That is really powerful. It's expensive though, and we don't have much in the way of mana acceleration yet. I just don't know how good aggro is in this format. We do have a Pyroclasm, which is nice. Probably not going to be able to play this. Rashimi Eternity's Crafter. It's a non-land card, you may cast it. That also seems really good. Maybe we can wheel that. I'll take Seagate. It's just the safest pick. Okay, Burst Lightning, Thassa, Sorcerer's Spyglass, and Greater Gargodon are the cards for us. I think I'm just going to take Burst Lightning. Thassa is going to have a hard time flipping. Not impossible, but pretty hard. Ooh, Silumgar's Command? Oh, I love this card. We can take... Probably Essence Scatter is better than Lightning Strike. Although, if we do wheel Experimental Frenzy... Right now, this is a decent Frenzy deck. Actually, with stuff costing 5 and 6, it's not a very good Frenzy deck. Let's just take Essence Scatter. Okay, there's a Lava Coil. I think this was the Frenzy pack. So we're just going to take this. We kind of need ways to win the game, don't we? We have a lot of ways to deal with small creatures. And if our opponent plays Planeswalkers, we're kind of just dead. I don't like that position. Ooh, okay, we got Big Chandra back. Take that over Ingot Chewer. We already have Manic Vandal and don't really need anything else. Okay, Experimental Frenzy did come around. So I guess if our opponent's like really, really slow, this card could just get us through the late game. Take Nimble Obstructionist. Probably not going to play it. We can counter Planeswalker Ultimates, which is fun. Ooh, okay. Alright, this is looking nice. I think I kind of just like taking the Phoenix. We need ways to win the game. We already have stuff like Fight with Fire, which can kind of win the late game over Devil's Play. Okay, Greater Gargadon. Alright, well, red is very open, so that's something to consider. Alright, what do we got in this pack? Goblin Guide. Okay, so we have some decisions here. Nissa, Steward of Elements, Jace, Johnny Venser, Mindstone. So we need to decide, basically, are we going to be aggro? Do we want cards like Goblin Guide or even Porcelain Legionnaire? Or do we want more controlling cards like Venser, Jace, or Mindstone? So, honestly, let's see if we cut threads. We could just go mono red even, right? Or basically red splashing blue. Probably it's better to stay red. Just take a Goblin Guide here. And maybe wheel Porcelain Legionnaire. Or we could take Porcelain Legionnaire and wheel Goblin Guide. Because like we have Pyroclasm and Izzet Signet in our deck. I don't know if this is necessarily a Goblin Guide deck. And Porcelain Legionnaire can cruise Sky Sovereign. I think I'm going to take a gamble. I think red is very open, and I'm just hoping we get rewarded. Goblin Guide is one of the best cards in red. And then there's this pack. We get like a Jace Balerion. can take PNLR, I guess. Brawl's Expertise. That's a good card too. Man, if only we had any like blue-red dual land, that could make our mana much, much better. I do like Jace Balerion. Maybe I take Flooded Strand and just hope to pick up a blue-red dual. Or we just take PNLR. Yeah, let's just take PNLR. Ooh, Lightning Bolt. Still no blue-red duels. There's a Gruul Signet too. But I think here we're just going to take the Bolt. Maybe Wheel Repeal. Ooh, Dark Confidant. Card's insane. I don't think we can make... Can we make that work with our mana? We got a Blood Crypt, Wooded Foothills. No, let's just take Thundermaw, probably. Maybe Wheel of Char. That seems safer. Flamewake Phoenix. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, bring it back. So Rekindling Phoenix. This, and this. Could be good. Otherwise, it's just a 3-mana 2/2 Flying Haste. I don't think we want a Faithless Looting. I honestly don't think we have the mana fixing to support a Vendilion Click. Pact Negation is fun, but we don't really have the mana fixing for that either. So I think it's between Hangerback Walker and a Flamewake Phoenix. And it has to attack each turn. I kind of like Hangerback Walker. We need more 2-drops. And this kind of fits that. And Phoenix is probably going to wheel. Who else is going to take it? Red seems very open. Ooh, Hazoret? Yes, we got to take her. She is... Actually, let me think about this. She is a lot worse in a big red style deck like this, where something like Everflowing Chalice might actually be better for us. Because we're not very good at emptying our hand with this deck, are we? We're probably cutting all of the blue. No, she's still got to be so much better than Chalice, right? Lava Coil, burn, burn, burn. She also makes a lot of our top decks really good, yeah. It is a pretty big nombo with Experimental Frenzy, though. Okay, Forked Bolt versus Fire Drinker Satyr. So this is a good turn 1 play. Let's see, there's 9 cards. 1 card in this pack is going to wheel. And it's probably going to be the Satyr. Yeah, I kind of want more 1-drops, though. Pressure your opponent early. I'm going to try and wheel this. I think it's likely that nobody takes it. Wow, we are getting rewarded here. Aethersphere Harvester, Siege Gang Commander at the top end, or a Delver of Secrets. So we have Forked Bolt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5, that's not enough, I don't think. I kind of like Aethersphere Harvester. Siege Gang might be too expensive. Let's see, we have an Is It Signet and a Coalition Relic though. 10 creatures. I actually don't know which one to take here. I'm going to take this Harvester though. I kind of want to keep my mana curve low. There's a Porcelain Legionnaire or Crater's Claws. X+2 if you control a more powerful creature. That can get pretty big. We have, what do we have for that? We have Hazoret, Thundermaw, Sky Sovereign, Sarkhan, Greater Gargodon. And then let's say you do this for 5, it hits them for 6. Now we're gonna take Legionnaire. We need more early cheap plays. Wow, there's actually nothing here. I guess I don't want to play against a Gideon. Is it even conceivable that we play a Tassiger? Not really. Cunning Spark Mage. Wow, Sword of Temptation wield? Jeez. Okay, there's a Char. I think someone's taking red cards now. I don't want to play against this. Lightning Helix. Yeah. And yes! We got him on the wheel. So nobody was taking red cards. Okay. I think honestly we're better off just staying mono red to make our mana work out. Then, oh, red black. right? Blood Crypt for the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Porcelain Legionnaire costs 2. And then we actually need to cut some cards. So this isn't the highest quality mono red deck I've ever seen. This is probably a 2-in-1. But I'm excited to try out Experimental Frenzy. I think I want to cut Big Chandra. Because Inferno Titan's a better top end. Especially, we're in mono red, they're going to be using the removal to kill all our dorky random creatures. So by the time we actually get to an Inferno Titan, they're hopefully exhausted all their removal. Sarkhan and Thundermaw are great because they're haste flyers. Rekindling Phoenix very hard to kill. Maybe I cut, as weird as it is, maybe I cut Coalition Relic. And Sky Sovereign has Crew 3, so what is 3 power? Porcelain Legionnaire, Scrap Heap Scrounger. Not that much. Okay, I'm gonna cut that too. I do like Greater Gargodon. Is it better than Chandra? Greater Gargodon's really fun with Experimental Frenzy because you can't play cards from your hand, but you can suspend them from your hand. So that's kind of a cheeky way to win. And I think this deck does want 17 lands, although it's possible it wants 16. But playing 5s and 6 on a 16 land deck seems way too sketchy. And then Wooded Foothills is good with Experimental Frenzy, it just gets you a reshuffle. And we have 2 1-drops. Some good 2-drops. Starfleet Daredevil. Inalar, Fight with Fire. I don't know how I feel about Cunning Spark Mage. But maybe it can get there. We just add all mountains. Okay, I could see this deck working out. Really, if you want a mono red deck to be good, you really want your curve to stop. You know, maybe a Thundermaw at the top. And then you have way more ones. So it's kind of like, does this. Our deck's a little too top heavy for my taste. But that's okay. See you guys round 1. Hello and welcome to round 1. Let's go first. It's pretty good in mono red. Suspend Greater Gargadon turn 1. Got a lot of burn. Alright, I'll keep. This hand has kind of inevitability, and if we draw a 3rd land, then we're doing pretty good. And then in 10 turns, we'll get a Greater Gargadon. Yeah, this deck needs a little bit of work. Well, this hand's good against mono green. It's good that we got all this burn. Mountain, Lava Coil, your Arbor Elf. You always bolt the bird. Ooh, green red. Gruel Signet. Okay, we cannot bolt that bird. You're a little late, Fire Drinker Satyr. I also feel pretty uncomfortable playing this against a deck playing red and green. Right, if they like Banefire my Fire Drinker Satyr for like 10, that feels so bad. Or is Blasphemous Act still in the cube? I know in the old modern cube, they had like a Hornet's Nest plus Blasphemous Act. Huntmaster of the Fells. Yeesh. Yeah, we're not gonna win this game, are we? If we hit a land, that'd be nice. Forked Bolt. Oh, that works too, actually. Forked Bolt, we can kill you. And I think it's worth playing Fire Drinker Satyr. How much time does this have left? 7 turns. Yeah, it's probably worth playing Fire Drinker Satyr instead of pumping the Thopter. We can maybe trade that with the Wolf. We could also, honestly, just rush out this 9-7 next turn and hope that's good enough. Oh, they're at 21 life? I did not realize that. Pianalar. Right. Their deck looks like ours, but just slightly bigger, which puts us in a really big disadvantage. Attacking for 2. How bad is it to go all in Greater Gargodon? It is a 9/7 haste. They're in red-green. Am I winning this game otherwise? No. It's 9 damage. On our upkeep, we can char down probably Pianalar. Alright, you know what? I'm going for it. If they were in a color that could actually kill Greater Gargadon feasibly, I would be a bit more scared. Upkeep. Porcelain Legionnaire. So yeah, let's probably Fight with Fire is better. Let's Fight with Fire down this Pianalar. And then yeah, and then Greater Gargadon them. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, so I've actually never done this with Greater Gargadon. I think we can sacrifice our whole thing and it should cast right away. Let's find out. Sacrifice everything. 3, so he'll go down to 0 time counters. And that, okay, so he does cast. Okay, so everything works as we thought. Alright, get in there, my boy. And good luck dealing with the 9/7. Go. Incinerate my face. Are they just gonna kill me with burn? That'd be insane if we died to burn here. Oh man. That's actually really good. The old post-combat Earthshaker Kenra. I think I still do hit. We're at 15. And if we draw any land, we have a decent blocker. Earthshaker Kenra is pretty much the perfect draw for them, though. So we take 6. This is kind of sketchy. We might have to actually keep back our Greater Gargadon. Yep. So we take 6. I guess that's if they swing with both. Yep. I'm glad they burned their Incinerate. Oh, if they're only attacking for 4, then I think it's very clear what we do here. Land? Perfect. We can swing for 9. That kills their 2/2. Then we take 4 and we fall to 7. I feel pretty safe at 7. If they have exactly Banefire, then they can just kill our Greater Gargadon anyway, and that puts us in a bad spot. Or we can go to 5 off this baby. Go to 5. Go. That unfortunately cannot block the Kenra. But then we can keep this back to block this until we draw out of it with Char. Take 4. Oh. We are at 1 life here. Let's hit for 3. I'm glad they main phased that, because I probably would have ran out the Char next turn if they waited. Oh, what is this? 8 mana? Do you actually have the Banefire? Genesis Wave for 5. Fair enough. Reclamation Sage, Sword of Fire and Ice, Vivian Reed. Wow. Their deck is sweet. Well, we dead. Okay. Okay. We're dead. So their deck is just bigger than ours. I guess Manic Vandal's pretty good. Because we saw a sword and they had some ramp. And then what do we cut? Kinda like Big Chandra. Firedrinker Satyr seems pretty abysmal against their deck. I guess we just want to be a little bit bigger than them. So let's bring in Big Chandra or Sky Sovereign? That's a good question. Probably Big Chandra. Then we can cut probably Char. Taking damage against them seems pretty bad. Do I want... Because I could bring in also Coalition Relic and Sky Sovereign. Over something like a Scrap Heap Scrounger, which can't even block. But I like Scrap Heap Scrounger with Sky Sovereign. Could bring out a Thundermaw. No, we're just gonna run it back. I think this seems fine. Going first. So this is a 5-land hand, but it has 2 cards that are actually really good against their deck, so I will keep. I don't think their deck has any clean answers to a Rekindling Phoenix. At least from what we saw. You got the bird, dude. Yeah, this is a tough matchup, especially when we don't have burn and we draw more lands. Wow. Alright. Something good? More lands. Let's just attack for 3. And hope we don't die. They're turn 3? This is turn 3 for them, and they have 6 mana. Oh, jeez. Huntmaster of the Fells alone can just destroy my deck. How much damage does it do? 2 damage? There's the Manic Vandal. If I swing with Legionnaire... Yeah... Because we have Rekindling Phoenix back. Yeah, let's swing with Legionnaire. I think our best bet is to kill them with damage. They can double block, but then we get to kill Huntmaster. Okay. Go ahead. Kessig Wolfrun? Oh man, dude, your deck's really good. So now we can't block anything. Okay. We have Manic Vandal for that, fortunately. But we take 9 damage here because we have so many lands. Pretty good. Oh my gosh. Okay, Manic Vandal your sword. The thing is, we can't. We just die, right? We have to erase them somehow. Because they're just going to Kessig Wolf Run, pass turn. Wait, are we dead on board? Hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they can make this a 5/5. So we block, we take 3, 4, 5. But then if our Rekindling Phoenix dies, I think we just have to pass. We need them to like mess up and swing with Huntmaster or something. Seems unlikely. Basically, they're gonna swing at the wolf. Yeah. Pump it with Kessing Wolf Run. That seems worse. Course of Crifix. Well, if you're gonna do that. Jeez. Alright, Big Chandra is kind of our only out here. Thundermaw Hellkite. That could maybe do something. Can we erase them here? How much damage are we taking? Because this is 9 in the air. Any 3 mana burn spell? Let's see. The most possible damage we can take next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we do this, we're dead on board. I think our best bet is then to not see it or something. No, there's no way they don't see it. Okay, we'll swing with Thundermaw. Jeez. Yeah, their deck's really good. Yeah, because if we had swung out there, literally all they have to do is swing with these 3, we take... I guess it's possible they don't see it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is lethal. On our turn, their Huntmaster trigger will resolve first, and that'll kill our Phoenix. This only does 9. Alright. Alright. I think we're still dead. All they have to do is Kessig Wolf Run. Yeah. That's 3 plus 6. They hit us for 6. We fall to 1, actually. And then they have 4 points burned in hand. I don't like this. Alright, OP has figured it out. We take 6. We get this. And then this flips, kills that. Oh, can we stack this? No, we cannot. Okay. That flips, and then we die. I'm trying to think what we can possibly draw to get out of here, and there is nothing. Alright, we're dead. See you guys next round. Hello, welcome to round 2. This is kind of the problem with decks like this, where you have your mono red, but you have big spells as well. I think I'm gonna keep. We only need 1 land really, but it's like normally if you're playing mono red, this Thundermaw Hellkite would be like a 1-drop or something. Oh, and run the draw. I'm definitely keeping this on the draw. I'm sorry, you can't be mono green as well. Ugh, and it's not even a bird that we can kill. It's okay, they mulligan. What was I saying? But yeah, this being a 5-drop makes our starting hand a lot worse. It makes our late game a lot better though. Alright, play a creature that dies to one of these. Like Courser of Crewman. What is this? Is the same deck we just played against? Lotus Cobra. Playing that before? you play land, or after you play land, seems odd. Okay. Well, this is going okay. Dom's reach. Well, the opponent has a lot more lands than we do. Again, playing their land before Kodama's reaching. What? Come on, man. Well, at least Greater Gargodon is at an all-time best against green-red. Nykthos. So they appear to be mostly green-based. They're playing Nykthos. Bloodbraid Elf. Dude. Okay, we got some work cut out for us. Kind of want to just trade off with Bloodbraid Elf. I think trading benefits me here. So we can suspend you. This lets them loot. Kind of just want to bolt that. And then play a Porcelain Legionnaire after I hit for 1. Because maybe if they have like a burn spell, they kill the Thopter instead of the Legionnaire. They have 2 cards in hand, and we have a Thundermaw. And a Greater Gargadon on suspend. We have to remember if they try and kill anything. Oh, they have nothing? Sure. Land? That is land. I'm not getting Blood Crypt. Maybe I should. I probably should have gotten a Blood Crypt. Just because we have the Scrap Heap Scrounger. But it feels like we're doing okay. And we can actually cast Greater Gargadon here, right? That's 8. Yeah. Noble Hierarch. Yep. Sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 1 card in hand. We could go for the kill, right? We Lava Coil this. I don't think that's worth it though. Let's just swing out. They didn't block with the Hierarch. What could cost this much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tooth and Nail and Twine? I don't want that happening. I guess. I don't really know what they could have here. But them not blocking suggests they need the mana. And Fire Drinker Satyr would normally be a liability, but we have Greater Gargadon. So if things get bad, we can get rid of it. Alright, that was a weird game. Green-red again. Again, Big Chandra seems okay. And Char seems okay, but I don't think I want that much Char. And then I'm probably just going to run back the deck. Well, we have the classic combo. I'm going to keep. They mulligan. We have Cunning Spark Mage. But yeah, we got the non-bo of Experimental Frenzy plus Hazoret. Although it is kind of sweet because you can discard the cards that you draw off Experimental Frenzy. Yeah, I could dig it. She just will never be able to attack because you can't empty your hand. Noble Hierarch. Oh man. Do they keep a hand without green? 2-drop. Wooded Foothills. Alright, I think with this I will get a Blood Crypt. I don't really want to take the damage. And just, we're here hoping they don't have anything too busted. That's pretty busted. But not the worst. Okay. Interesting decision. I guess they want to keep it out of burn range. Hangerback's pretty good too. Okay, Cunning Spark Mage. I'm just gonna kill this now. Then next turn we can play Hangerback for 2. Yep, make a beast. You know what's really good against beast tokens? Good old fashioned Hangerback Walker. Pass turn. So this is gonna start pinging down Garrick if they don't do anything. 7 mana is a lot. Oblivion Stone. Okay. Alright. Can work with that. So they put a fate counter on Garrick. Each player, this destroys everything, right? So let's just probably play Hazoret now. Because she's indestructible. And then we're gonna see what happens to Garrick. If they put a fate counter on it, I think I just burst lightning it plus Cunning Spark Mage. I'm sorry, what? You're targeting your land? What? Why? Opponent, what are you doing? You're targeting a land. Alright, well, Garrick's dead. This does cost us 1 Hangerback Walker counter, but if our opponent's targeting a land with Oblivion Stone, they probably don't know what's going on. I don't know, that's one of the worst plays I've ever seen. Yep. Yeah, I'll take 3. Mountain. This is 1 or less? 1 or fewer. So let's... I'm not going to attack. Let's just activate Hangerback Walker here. If they're smart, they should blow it in response, and then we can play Frenzy. Oh. Okay. So I guess I just pass turn then. Okay. No, they didn't even put a counter on the beast. What's happening? Opponent, what are you doing? Dragon Lord Atarka. Fair enough. That's gonna be very hard to deal with. Okay, so they're just not cracking O Stone then, I guess. That's just such a weird play. Yep, so let's hit their face, I guess. And they have an 8/8 Flample now. That's gonna be hard to deal with. Let's hit them for 2. Grab Heap Scrounger. Yeah. A good one. And then we could play out Experimental Frenzy, but the problem is then we can't play our land. Or we can discard with Hazoret. Basically, how do I win this game? If I play the land and then I get to swing with Hazoret, it probably involves playing Frenzy. With an empty hand. Right, if the top card's a land, that doesn't really matter. Unless we go land into 1-drop. You know what? This is really hard. I'm playing the land and then Frenzy. Okay, so we wouldn't have been able to cast it anyway. Don't really have good attacks. And don't have good blocks. So go ahead. OP, you can pop Oblivion Stone if you want. I'd be down. I'd be totally happy with that. Chomp with 1 Thopter. That makes it a 2-turn clock. And this actually kind of sets me up for lethal. You're Beast Within my Experimental Frenzy. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's swing out, I guess. Yeah. So they put a fate counter on their Dragonlord Atarka. They're at a virtual 6. I think they're actually dead. No, they're gonna go to 1. Right? Because they crack O-Stone on my turn. Yeah, that's gonna beat us. Or maybe they have Burn as well. Main phase O-Stone. Hornet Queen. That's 5 blockers. Okay, well, Scrappy Scrounger comes back. Snarling Hangerback Walker. Discard this to hit you for 2. Swing out, see what happens. Probably nothing good. Yeah, I don't think we can win this. Okay, you win. Moving on. So they have O-Stone that kind of makes me want Manic Vandal just to kill it. And what else do I want to cut? Experimental Frenzy. Did they have instants or sorceries? I think the answer is no. I don't think Direfleet Daredevil is very good. And then the rest I'm okay with. Yeah, let's run it back. And we're on the play too, which is good. Alright, let's go first. Oh yeah, turn 1 Goblin Guide. And then some 6 drops. Well, we're insulated against flood, I guess. And against an opponent whose game plan is like hard casting 8-drops, I think this hand's pretty good. For 2. Tooth and nail. Okay. So we gotta kill them before they hit realistically 7 mana because they could just put 2 big guys from their hand into play. Okay, so they have the single green enchant forest card, I think. That's the only thing that makes sense with what they just did. So let's hope they don't have a forest. Goblin Guide's gonna reveal forest, isn't it? Yep. That's okay though. Their start's pretty slow. So they do that, they play this, enchant this forest, and then cast like a Lotus Cobra or something. Yep. Red. Yep. So that's getting burst lightninged. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, well, I guess we will not be fetching here. Fire Drinker Satyr's good. Hit for 2. See what they're drawing. Reflecting Pool. Just giving them all the lands, huh? Can we draw the lands now? I actually don't even really want to fetch with Wooded Foothills because we want to hit lands 4 and 5. Lotus Cobra. Again, after playing the land. Let's bolt the Cobra. Ugh, so close. Alright. Let's hit. Jade Light Ranger. Alright, so they have blockers now. They fell to 9 though. They're way ahead of us in terms of mana though. Because we drew them 2 lands. But we have, if we hit a land, we have Rekindling Phoenix into Sarkhan. That's a lot of flying power. Also, if they just play Jade Light Ranger, and we know that it's a non-land on top, we can still swing with Goblin Guide safely. Faithless Looting Forest. I think I still attack. And they kept it on top. Land. That's not the worst. I do just swing out here. Let's make this looting. So Greater Gargodon is exactly lethal, but he has 10 time counters. Ooh, Greater Gargodon Rekindling Phoenix is kind of fun. I guess the question here is, do I want their J-Light Ranger dead? I think the answer is yes. I'll take the 3. Post combat. We just need to hit a land, and then this is going to be so hard for them to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Faithless Looting. This opponent has 7 cards in hand. A lot of lands, apparently. Alright, just any land off the top, good to go. Nothing? Okay. I'm okay with that. Burn spell? Beast within my land. So if I sack the land to Greater Gargodon, this fizzles, right? Hang on. I think that's true. Yeah. So we don't get a beast. So we just let it happen. Floating mana does nothing. Because we can just sacrifice the beast to Greater Gargodon if we need to. Oh, and we hit the land too. Well, we get to attack for 2. Opponent falls to 5. And we have a 3/3 beast. And we gave them another land. Yeah, I don't know about beast withinning my land there. Unless they have like Dragonlord Atarka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess they could. Or like Hornet Queen or something insane. 7 mana. What do you got? All is dust. Okay. Well, they lose their Utopia Sprawl at least. And if we hit a land here, we're still in good shape. 7, 6, 5, 4. Actually, wait. If we hit a land, we might actually be able to kill them because of the Rekindling Phoenix token. I don't know. I haven't done the math yet. Land. Blood Crypt. So, I mean, we have to go for it. Play the Phoenix. So we need to sacrifice 6 permanents. So that's 4, 5, and then the token would be 6. That's kind of all in. I need to double check the math. That seems to be the case. Right? So it's at 6 counters. When the last time counter is removed, it gets cast. So there's 6. So this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Get in there, big boy. Cast him. Hit you for 9. Got him. Man, Greater Gargadon is actually really good. Send me a message. Oh, I hate that. When your opponent sends you a message and then they concede, you can't see what they said. Alright, see you guys round 3. We're looking round 3, and we're playing 17 lands, right? Let's see. The problem is this hand's actually good if we draw a single land. Right? Because we go either Porcelain Legionnaire or Is It Signet? I'm gonna keep. It's sketchy, I know. But if we draw 1 land in the next 2 draw steps, which is pretty likely considering we're playing 17, yeah. See? Good at the game. Opponent has Scalding Tarn. I already love their deck. Alright, see, they know how to play Cube, which makes me concerned because their mana is better than mine. Jeez. Here, I think we just jam an Is It Signet? Actually, there's really no reason. We don't have a... Like, Sharpening Out Hazardite doesn't do a whole lot for us here. Play Porcelain Legionnaire. Next turn we can play Is It Signet still. And have, like, Lightning Bolt or something up. This activation costs 4. Okay. Hit for 3. Is it Signet? Do I play the Daredevil? It's just a 2/1. But I kind of want to get my hand empty for Hazaret. Yeah, let's do it. Pass turn. Well, that's a pretty good trade. They didn't Supreme Will the Is It Signet. Fair enough. So, Orzhov Signet, sure. Evoked Muldrifter. Man, if we hit a land here, oh, please hit a land. Their deck seems to do a whole lot of nothing so far. Land. Char works too. I guess we just get to play Hazaret. Hit for 3. But having Sarkhan in play would have been real nice. She's pretty bad against blue though. They can like mind control, bounce. There's a lot of stuff they can do. And the opponent has a lot of cards in hand. So let's see what you got. Inferno Titan would be not fun, but we could still deal with it with Fight with Fire and Lightning Bolt or something. Keranos. Yeah, that's okay as well. Alright. Well, if you have Spell Pierce, you have Spell Pierce. I don't see the need to play around it. Okay. They're pretty much dead, right? They're down to 6. We have 7 points of burn. Yes, game's pretty much over. Unless, let's see, what could they possibly do? I'm trying to think of like any cards in the format. Like a series of time warps, I guess could get them there somehow. Something that gives them hexproof. It's very slim, the things that they can do. Upheaval, I don't think that's legal in Modern. Ah, I stopped recording. Opponent played Chandra and hit me for damage, and now they're dead. Oh, actually that's a reasonable play. Chandra kills Sarkhan. Yeah, that could work. It's not going to. Like that. Lightning bolt to you. Okay. So they're blue-red control. And Manic Vandal, they had 1 Orzhov Signet. And they had a big Chandra as well. I really do like going below this deck. Porcelain Legionnaire. Big Chandra could be an issue though, because she just wipes the whole board, but that's on turn 6. Thing is, do we want Manic Vandal? We just saw 1 Signet from them. I think I want to wait and see a few more Signets. Let's just keep the deck as it is. It's pretty good. Oh. Actually, we can play Manic Vandal for Lava Coil. Because their deck, if this doesn't have a target, it can't go to face. So I want to just keep spells that can't hit their face. Yeah, this hand's good. Let's keep. Turn 1 Goblin Guide. I think. Turn 1 Goblin Guide's got to be better than turn 1 Greater Gargodon. Boop, 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 boop. Don't hit lands. Spell Skite. What? That's not fair. Oh, that's fair. That's pretty good. Alright, Manic Vandal, you did everything you needed to. Let's suspend Greater Gargadon. no point in attacking. We're going to kill that with a Manic Vandal. And then they have Mountain. The thing is, I want Lightning Bolt up. Oh no, because they have Spellskite. Yeah, we'll just play Blood Crypt tapped. So we only saw Supreme Will from our opponents. I think I just go for it here. If they don't counter Manic Vandal, that's so good. And even if they do, then they're... yeah. This feels like a burn spell. But we still attack. It's worth risking the Goblin Guide trigger. Why would you fetch first? What? Don't you want lands on top? Alright. Ooh, that's good Chandra, isn't it? Yeah. That's a very weird fetch there. They took it. Alright, fair enough. Down to 15. The idea is you wait to see what the Goblin Guide trigger is, and then you decide if you want to keep it or not. What? Alright, goodbye Inferno Titan. I kind of want to just leave Chandra where she is, but I'm worried about the double red. Because we can just go Cunning Spark Mage, swing out, kill her, or we can put our opponent to 10. This is kind of tough, actually. So Cunning Spark Mage, how many permanents does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can put our opponent to 10, and then... or we can kill Chandra. That seems safer. Attack you. Swamp, whoa. Kill you. I don't know. If it... maybe that was a little bit too aggressive. We have a Cunning Spark Mage to stop wandering Fumarole shenanigans. One's just passing turn again? What is going on here? I mean, we attack. Island. Okay, so they have all the mana they want. Sure. Okay. Right. Oh, okay, that works. So we're gonna sacrifice that here. And now that that went through, we can Lightning Bolt their land. Is there any way I can do this? Play the Signet? There's really no way I can get around this. That's okay. But yeah, I really like killing their land here. That puts them only down to 4 lands. Next turn they can go up to 5, but if that was their best play last turn, it's really unlikely it gets much better. White with fire, him. Sure. 1 to you. Oh no! Oh, I should have sacked the Gargodon. That was a mistake. Force the Legionnaire. So let's hit for 2. Man, they're just getting non-stop lands. Pianalar. And I think I just forked bolt their face. That sets up Hazoret next turn. Also great Gargodon. He should be at 4 counters. Okay, it doesn't matter. They didn't even need to know I had Hazoret. And that's the benefit of playing mono red. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.